Your 8-year-old just launched their backpack across the room. Why? Homework feels impossible. Now, what do you do? If you're like most parents, you react. You yell, you bribe, or maybe you just shut down and walk away, feeling totally defeated. But here's the truth, and it might be tough to hear. What you do in the next 30 seconds isn't just about discipline. It's about programming how your child will handle failure for the rest of their life. At 18, when they don't get into their dream college. At 25, when their boss tears their work apart. At 30, when life just knocks them flat on their back. This single moment, and all the moments like it, decides whether they get back up and try again, or if they just collapse. It's not one big event. It's a pattern, repeated over and over. This is why parenting isn't just about setting rules. It's emotional training for life. Psychologists love to talk about parenting styles. There's the authoritative style, which is warm but firm. Then there's authoritarian, strict and cold. You have permissive, which is warm but has weak boundaries. And uninvolved, which is emotionally absent. Modern parenting adds another one to the list. The helicopter parent, always swooping in to rescue their child from any struggle. But honestly, the label doesn't matter. The real problem is the emotional message you repeat every time your child struggles. Because struggle is where their brain gets wired. Imagine your child comes home with a failed math test. Response 1. Wow, that must be frustrating. What do you think went wrong? Let's make a plan to tackle this together. The message they hear? Failure is a chance to grow, and you've got their back. Now, response 2. This is unacceptable. You just need to try harder. The message? Failure is shameful. Something is wrong with them. And response 3. Oh, honey, don't worry. I'll just do the next assignment for you so you don't fail again. The message? You are not capable of handling life's challenges. Repeat any of these messages enough times, and it doesn't just stay a message. It becomes their inner voice. That's the voice they'll hear later in life when they face pressure, rejection, criticism, or risk. That's why these small moments with your kids aren't small at all. They're programming. Let's look at how this actually works in the brain. Kids don't magically develop emotional control out of nowhere. They learn it from you. When they are scared, overwhelmed, or frustrated, their little nervous systems are in chaos. They literally borrow your calm until they can build their own. Psychologists call this co-regulation. Every time you respond to them in a consistent way, you're creating a neural pathway. Think of it like making a trail in fresh snow. The first time, it's just a light track. But walk that same path over and over, and it becomes a deep, automatic groove. One single reaction doesn't define anything, but repeated patterns become their automatic response to life. Now, this isn't about destiny. It's about probability. The research is clear. A combination of warmth and firm boundaries tends to build confident, resilient kids. On the other hand, harsh control or a total lack of structure tends to build anxiety, shut down behaviors, or rebellion. So the goal is simple, but not easy. Be firm without being cold. Be warm without being weak. Okay, that's the theory. Let's fix it. I'm going to give you 5 practical tools you can start using tonight. These are small shifts that make a huge difference. Tool number 1. Name the feeling, then limit the behavior. When your child has a meltdown, don't jump straight to a lecture. Start by saying, "You are really angry right now. I see that." Just pause for a second. Let that sink in. Then, set the boundary. But it's not okay to throw things. And finally, give them the next step. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Then we can figure this out. This simple script teaches a life-changing lesson. All your feelings are welcome, but not all behaviors are acceptable. Tool number 2 is the boundary formula. It has 3 parts: empathy, limit, choice. It sounds like this. I know you really want more screen time. That's the empathy. But homework has to come first. That's the limit. You can choose to do it now and get 20 minutes of screen time after, or you can choose not to do it and get no screen time. It's your decision. The empathy reduces their defiance. The limit creates safety, and the choice builds their sense of responsibility. Tool number 3, scaffold their struggle. Don't rescue them. When your child needs help, your job isn't to take over. It's to stay close and let them try. Instead of fixing their problem for them, try saying something like, "I can see that's a hard one. Try it again. I know you're figuring it out." That sentence, "you're figuring it out," is powerful. It becomes the voice in their head when they face challenges later, without you. Tool number 4, the 2-minute connection. So many behavior problems get worse simply because the connection tank is empty. I'm asking for just 2 minutes a day. That's it. Phone down, eye contact, and ask one real question. Not how was school, but something like, what was the hardest part of your day today? Or what made you laugh? Or is there anything you're worried about right now? With connection, consistency always beats duration. 2 minutes every day is more powerful than a 2-hour block on a Saturday. And finally, tool number 5, the scientist method. For 1 week, just observe. Don't judge yourself, just collect data. How do you react when your child whines? When they fail a test? When they get stuck on a puzzle? Pick one of those moments. Then, for the next 7 days, test out just one of the tools we talked about. Data beats guilt every time. You'll start to see what triggers you. You'll see what calms them down. You'll see what actually works for your family. Now, I know the biggest excuse parents have. I don't have time for all this. But you do. Because this isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about replacing what you're already doing. You already respond to tantrums, you're just swapping your first sentence. You already set rules, you're just swapping your delivery. You already have a bedtime routine, you're just swapping 5 minutes of scrolling on your phone for 2 minutes of real connection. It's the same amount of time, but you're creating new brain wiring for your child and for yourself. So here's your challenge for tonight. When your child has that inevitable meltdown, don't rush to punish. Don't rush to bribe. And please, don't rush to rescue. Just pause, name the feeling, hold the boundary, offer one clear choice, and stay close. Because in that moment, you're not just correcting a behavior. You are building the voice they will carry with them into adulthood. And that voice can become calmer, stronger, and more resilient, starting tonight. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, please follow for more.